Hey, this is Pete. Thanks for checking out my channel and this blues guitar tutorial. So this time around I'm in the key of A major and I'm working on a piano style rhythm. It's call and response, so chords followed up with some single notes. It's very much in the style of Professor Longhair and Fats Domino, many others from Louisiana, New Orleans to be exact. So we'll get started with the example and then I'm going to follow it up with the tutorial. This is a 12-bar blues in the key of A major. I've got a little bit of a different turnaround on this one. The last 4 bars are 2, 5, 1. But I'm going to get to that as we move along. So I'm starting things off on the 1, 4 bars, using an A major bar chord. Okay, and I'm going to follow it up with notes of my major pentatonic scale in A. So I'm going to be playing the notes of the major third and the 5, and this is what I'm doing. Okay, so that's my 1 or A, so I'm hitting that first. And then the top of my chord, so followed by a mute. I'm shifting over to my notes, and this is the major 3. There's my 5, so okay, so that's my call and response being set up there. So chords, mute, followed by single notes. Okay, when the 4 comes around, that's a D. That's for 2 bars, so I'm hitting my D chord, D major. Same thing, just playing my D note, following it up with a quick strum and a mute. And then the notes, same thing, the major 3 and the 5. So after finishing the 2 bars on the 4, I'm coming back to the 1. That's for 2 bars. And then I'm going to be doing my last 4 bars of the 12-bar progression. So instead of the usual 5, 4, 1 turnaround, I'm going to be doing a 2, 5, 1. All right, so 1 bar on the 2, 1 bar on the 5, and 2 bars on the 1. So it's an alternative in the 12-bar progression style. Okay, so starting things off on the 2nd degree of my A major scale, which is a B. Okay, so I'm going from a B and I'm going to chromatically climb up to an E, which is the 5, like this. That's the 5, climbing back down to the 1. All right, so I'm playing the 2, going to the major 3, to the 4, flat 5, 5, back to the 4, major 3, 2, and then for 2 bars. Okay, so the 2, 5, 1 turnaround is an alternative to the standard 5, 4, 1 in a 12-bar blues progression. So that could be represented by a minor 2, which is a B minor, to my 5, which could be either a major chord or a dominant 7 would sound good as well, to the 1, which could be a major or a dominant 7. What you prefer. If you want a bluesier sound, those dominant 7 chords sound great. So here it would be. Okay, 2, 5, 1 turnaround. Okay, and on my turnaround, I'm going to add a little extra section here. I'm going to thicken things up using some double stops to add a little bit of harmony to the sound. So I'm just going to be playing my 2 as usual. my 3 as usual, and then when my 4 comes around, I'm going to be adding an extra note to make it a double stop. So that's my 4, which is a D, and then at the 4th fret of the D string, I'm going to play this double stop. Right? And then I'm going to climb up chromatically to my 5. Alright, so it's the same shape, I'm just sliding it up chromatically. So here it is in context. And then coming back down to my 4. Okay, so one more time in context, really slow.